Alright, Benny Kiko here. Today we're going to be going over keycaps and where to find them. Now, one of the challenges of getting into custom keyboards I've noticed is finding where to get these custom keycaps from. A lot of the times the ones that you want are going to be very expensive, especially if they are out of stock. One of the things I've really enjoyed about getting into custom keycaps is trying to find all the different group buys and giveaways and pre-orders that are going on at the moment. Now, throughout my search, I found a couple websites and discords that I want to go through with you to show you where you can find all the upcoming keycaps for the next month. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this into a little series, and I'm going to showcase all the upcoming group buys that are coming up for the next month. So it'll be released on the first of every month, and then show a couple of my favorite ones that I really like. Before I get into the keycaps today though, I just want to show you how the websites that I use work and just little tips to help out to find other hidden keycap group buys that might not be on one of the sources that I give you. So the first website that I like to go to is called metgroupbuys.com. I've found that most of them are going to be on here, and what's nice is they have them all laid out for you in this little keycap section right here. So at the moment we're going to look at the live ones, and this is for July. Obviously this isn't the first of the month, so we got a little bit of time past us that we're not going to be able to see the previous group buys. If you come over to the keycap section and click on live, this is going to show you all the current keycaps going on, and then this upcoming tab is going to show you all the upcoming group buys that are going to be going on. And just a little background about how they are released. There's usually like 3 different ways that keycaps are released. The main one is called a group buy, where you can usually put in as many orders as you want. So for example, let's just say 10,000 people want these keycaps, and then there's 10,000 orders. The company will go ahead and produce that amount, and that will be it. Then it'll be done, and there won't be any other releases unless they decide to do a re-release in the future. Now the thing about these is, since you're purchasing beforehand, before they're actually made, it can take anywhere from a couple months to almost a year or over that just to get the keycaps, because they have to go through the ordering process, the shipping process, and the creation process itself. Another sale type they have for keycaps is first come first serve, which is pretty standard. They release them, you buy as many as you can, and then they're sold out. And there's also a limited pre-order type of the first come first serve, so they will have a certain amount of the keycaps made, and you have to purchase those. And once it's essentially a group buy, but there's a limited amount of them. So when going through this website, this isn't actually a retailer, but what they do is they group all of the upcoming keycaps together, and so you can see them all on one page, and then each one will be able to redirect you to the website of its actual group buy. So for example, if we go to this GMK Earth Tones, we open it up, and you click on the country that you're in. So I'm in the US, it'll take you to Mexico. And what I really like about these websites is they will have not only the ones that you're looking for. So for example, this Earth Tones, this is what we're looking for. But what you can also do is, if you go to shop and group buys, it's possible that they have ones that are on this website that aren't actually displayed on the Mech group buys itself. Just a little tidbit, if you do a little research, sometimes you might find something really cool. So when on this Mech group buys website, if you scroll down to the bottom, these are going to be the ones that have started first, and the ones toward the tops are going to be recently started. So if you want the ones that are going to be ending sooner, most likely, usually they're about a month for the giveaway. If you go descending, these will be the ones that you have a little bit less time to get to, and these you should usually have a little more time. This one up here, the GMK White on Black Katakana, obviously you have a little bit more time. You can continue to place this order. I never really realized getting into this community that the keycaps were one of the most expensive parts of a lot of these builds. Essentially, when these group buys go on and they're finished, if there's a sought after keycap and it's sold out, the resale price goes up quite a bit, which is something I never really realized, but it's an interesting concept, and I'm actually quite a big fan of that. It adds a little specialness to the keycaps, and it makes you feel just that much more grateful that you got your hands on one of these cool color designs. So the keyboard that I want to start off with is the GMK Monochrome R2, and I believe R2 stands for Release 2. Like, this has released before, and this is going to be a re-release. This one is through Mechs & Co. And I'm just going to say this one is starting off strong. I think this one's really nice. I'm a big fan of a light alphabet and then the darker keycaps on the side. especially having these little accents of red color in there. This one is going to be ending on August 5th, so in relatively soon, 2 weeks from now. One thing that I wish is they showed a few more actual pictures, because I believe this is a render. This isn't the actual keyboard, so it's kind of hard to tell the color, but I believe this is an actual picture of the keyboard. And if this is what it actually looks like, I think it looks really nice. One thing that a lot of keycaps come with is they have these other type of additionals, and what they come with is just different pictures or novelty keys, which are keys that have little pictures on them, or just other types of text. For example, this monochrome one comes with the Comrade key set, which has, I believe that's the Russian alphabet. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is, and it looks really nice, especially that it's in the other red color. It's nice and it stands out. And then they also have a nice couple novelty keys. This chrome one to go along with or monochrome to go along with the monochrome theme. The Rama wave, which looks like a couple stars, and this little macro set. But when going through the pictures, I just think this looks really nice. I don't think this is a render. That looks pretty nice right there. That looks just so clean. But the thing is the pictures look different. For example, this one looks kind of creamy, whereas this one looks like it's a light blue color. So I'm not totally sure. I wish there was a little bit more clear pictures. They have desk mats that go along with them as well. So if you want a matching desk mat, you can always add those on. One thing I have to say is I didn't realize how expensive keycaps actually were. I never realized that they were the majority bulk of the price of a lot of these keyboard builds. Now this keycap, I'm a really big fan of. I love the light colors. I love the dark text in the middle of it. I believe that's Japanese handwriting on them. Japanese text. Ooh, with these black accent keys, looks really nice. I'm a big fan of this one. And then this one you can actually add on one of the cables to match. That's a really nice touch that they added. A lot of them I haven't seen a lot with cables, so that the fact that this one comes with one is actually really cool. And like I said multiple times earlier, I'm a fan of the lighter inside and a fan of the darker outside keycaps, like the shift and the control and the enter button. The only thing is I do want a little color in my future upcoming keyboard, but I'll definitely keep this one in mind, possibly get it. I'm a really big fan of the inner keys on this. So this one's probably my most favorite one of the month of July that I've seen so far, and I've really been considering getting it. I feel like $140 is kind of a lot to drop on a keycap set, but I have to make up my mind soon because this is going to end in just about 2 weeks. But man, this one is nice. The novelty keys are just they're so detailed. The colors look really nice. They're subtle. They have the color scheme that I like. This cream color. These brown keys are all right. I feel like they kind of aren't the exact shade that I would want, but they look really nice. I love the green keys, the green accents, especially this mask, the mats that come with it, just the way it fits very nicely. I'm a huge fan of this keycap set. The novelty keys, they have these like shiny chrome ones. They look super nice. Oh man, and these novelty keys, these are all right. I'm not a huge fan of the shape, but definitely this keyboard is one of the better ones that I've seen so far, and I'm seriously considering picking it up. Now I know I just said the Egyptus is one of my favorites of the month, but this one has to be it. I mean, just the blue with the tan, it looks so clean. It's nothing is overpowering, nothing looks out of place, and I would have to rate the actual keyboard itself, like the alphabet and the enter keys and whatnot, probably like an 8. But these novelty keys are just they look so nice. Oh man, I would use them all. The color scheme on this one is yeah, this one has to be the best of the month. Like, and especially if you get one of these mouse mats to match it, wow, like, ooh, that would be a pretty nice setup right there. I might have to, this might be the one. My plans are to buy one keycap a month, so I have to make up my mind, and hopefully by the end of this video I will. But this one might take the cake. Now another one that I'm a fan of, but I don't know if I'd personally use, is the DSA Berry Yogurt. Now although I'm a fan of the color scheme, it wouldn't really match my setup too well, and I'm looking for a little bit darker on the edges. And I'm not sure if it's just me, but I feel like these keycaps look a little different than all the other keycaps, as if the face of them are a little smaller. Maybe it's just the shadow. And also, I'm not a huge fan of the lowercase lettering. I like more of the uppercase. And the novelty keys with this one, they're nice, but they're not really my style either. Although I'm a fan of the color scheme, I don't know if this one's going to be my one that I get this month, I'll be honest. Next one I want to take a look at is the GMK Bingsu R2. I wonder how many times I've said that I want to take a look at. It's probably been a lot, and I'm sorry if I keep repeating myself. I'm not super good at talking. Now this is one of the ones that I wish the enter key and the exit key were switched with the alphabet. If these were this white cream color on the inside and had these purplish ones on the outside, ooh, that one would rank. This one might be the one of the month if it was like that, but it's not. So I don't know how I totally feel about it. I don't know what language this is on these keys. Let's see if it says inspired by Korean desert. So, dessert, sorry. So I'd assume that this is most likely Korean writing. But the novelty keys on this one, they're cute. They're very, very cute, especially the little faces. I might use it. If I were to get this one, I'd use a couple of those. I imagine that those are the desserts. The bingsu. What is a bingsu? Looks like a little shaved ice dessert with sweet toppings that may include chopped fruit. Looks pretty good. And I think it matches this very well. But yeah, like I said, if the colors were switched, the lighters and the dark ones were switched, this one might be the one for me. But so far, the Stargaze is still my number one. Okay, this GMK art, I think the concept is really, really cool. So what they do is they take famous art pictures in history, and they essentially put them on the keycaps. So we have Scream, I know that one. Starry Night, I would assume that's Mona Lisa. That is the top of the Sistine Chapel, I believe. And I do not remember this one, I'm so sorry. But I'm definitely a big fan. The only thing is that I do wish they had a little more colors on a little more of this red color on these keys on the outer here. I like the U-shaped pattern where the alphabet is a certain color, and then the additional keys around the edge are a different color. And just another thing that I really liked about this one is the mouse mat. I can't believe you morons actually buy this shit. That's nice. Very nice. It's always fun when a company can bash their customers. Now, another one of the front runners, top three. So we have the Egyptus and the Stargaze, 1 and 2, or 2 and 1. The GMK Botanical R2. This one is creating a lot of hype behind it. I've seen a lot of people talking about it, and a lot of people were excited for this one, and rightfully so. I mean, this keyboard looks nice, and honestly, it's probably one of the best ones I've ever seen. The only thing is I'm not a huge fan of green. So my setup right now is mostly black and white, and I got a little tan, and I want to incorporate maybe some orange. So I don't know how green would fit in with it, but I definitely have heard that this keycap has been on people's list for quite a long time. It's a release number 2. But what I really love about this one is the desert base. I don't know if you can see it. Yes. So the normal base is more of looks like a pale mint color, whereas the desert base is a tan. Oh man, like I might have to get 2 keycaps this month, the Stargaze and this one, because it's really nice. I just don't know how the green would match my setup. Maybe get a couple more plants. And like these novelty keys, they're pretty cute, especially the little cactuses. I really like those ones, in the bamboo, the little succulents. Ooh, this one's pretty nice. I'm definitely a fan. Let's see if they have any. I don't believe they have any mouse mats with this one though. I think this one would have a. Oh, maybe they do. Oh yeah, right here. Oh, it's only $17. It's actually pretty good. No, definitely a fan. And yeah, this botanical has been really sought after. So, wait, are we still able to buy it? Oh, I don't even know if you can still get it. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, you can still get it. So if you want this one, get it now, because I know it's very sought after. People have paid the resale price for the original one quite often. So get your hands on it now while you can. Another cute one that I'd like to just quickly look over is the axolotls. I believe that's how you say it. I think those are like a little fish with whiskers, like that. Yeah. Yeah, I like this color scheme, but it's not really my style. It's a little too pink and peachy for me, but I do really appreciate it. Yeah, it's a little too peachy and pink for me, but it is a very nice keycap, and I'm a huge fan of pastel colors, so this one really is nice to the pastel color wheel. So if you're a fan of that, this one might be a good one for you. And the last active keycap group buy for this month is the GMK Earth Tones. So this one I really like also. The only thing is I think it's pretty neck and neck with the botanical, but I think the botanical beats it out a little bit for me. The little reddish tint on the inner keys kind of throws it off a little bit for me, but it's also nice because it kind of reminds me of like clay in the ground. I really do like the novelty keys for this one, especially how it has the earth and it looks like just different elements. And this one has an art, the Sistine Chapel as well on top of it. And I am a fan of this, but for me personally, I don't think this one stands out compared to the other ones. And I'm not even sure if this is a language or Babian. Maybe they're just hieroglyphics or something, but it looks really nice. I would honestly, if I were to get this base kit, I would definitely add these sub-legends on. I think they look really nice. Also, I like that. I do like the green color on the inside, but yeah, the reddish tint that it has to it just doesn't push it over the botanical or the stargaze for me. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be getting this one this month. Now that's going to be it for the live ones. Now we're going to take a peek at the upcoming keycaps for the rest of this month. The only one that really stood out to me was this GMK Jizwab. These names sometimes kind of screw me up. I think this one looks really clean. Oh yeah, with the Japanese writing. But the novelty keys are not my favorite. There's not too much customization. I mean, it's just an extension kit, so maybe there's not even novelty keys. But I wish there was a little more of the white accents in there. But definitely super clean kit. But that is going to be it for the upcoming keycaps that I have found through Mech group buys. And again, like I said, make sure you go through each website that you visit and see if there's any group buys on there that you can find that aren't actually listed on here. And like I said in the beginning of the video, if you visit the Discord channel Mech group buys, usually they have an admin that posts different keycaps that are upcoming, so it's another way that you can stay on top of it. I believe this is just linked through this website, but if you go through the member postings and you go to the keycaps here, you can usually find additional things that might not be posted on the website or that someone finds through something else. Alright, so at the end of the day, I'm not totally sure which one I'm going to get, if it's going to be the GMK Stargaze for this month or if it's going to be the Botanical. I will let you know. It might just be both because these are both super nice. I just hope the base kit, the thing is I'd want to get the desert and the base kit just to switch them out interchangeably, but this GMK Stargaze is nice, so we'll have to see. But yeah, so make sure you go down below and check out this website and the Discord server that I'm going to list down below, ways that you can get into the custom keycap world and find upcoming ones and ones that you'd want to purchase. And make sure that you also go to the websites that the keycaps are actually listed on and browse through those so you could find some additional offers that might not be on the website. And one last thing that you guys should keep in mind is that not all keycaps are interchangeable with all keyboards. So do your due diligence and look through and make sure that the keycaps are compatible with the current keyboard that you're using. And don't forget that a lot of times the keycaps are going to take months to almost a year to deliver. So keep that in the back of your mind. Thank you guys for watching this video. One will be posted on August 1st or July 31st for the upcoming keycaps for the month of August, and I'll continue to do this every month. Hopefully I should be posting a video about me coding soon, but thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.